Mom, do you have a minute? I have something to tell you.
Irene, it's been a while. You haven't come back home in years. You're terrible. You barely reply to my messages, and when you do, it's so brief. I've been so worried about how you're doing.
Sorry, Mom. It's been crazy with work and personal stuff. But I send money every month, so that should show I'm doing fine, right?
Yeah, but I've been lonely since Dad passed away. I wish you'd come home more often. So what's the news? It's rare for you to contact me.
It's wonderful news.
Oh, are you taking me on a trip with your bonus or something?
Wrong. My bonus wasn't that big. Sorry.
Oh, too bad.
Maybe next time. So the news is, I got engaged to the guy I've been with.
Engaged? Since when?
Don't get mad. I'll bring him over to meet you soon.
I'm not mad. This is truly wonderful. So who's the lucky guy?
He's really nice. We met at work.
So you've been together for a while, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we decided to get married, so we've been together for over 3 years.
Really? I thought you didn't have a boyfriend.
That's rude. I do get my share of attention, you know?
I guess so. You've got the looks, just like me when I was young.
Well, I'm thankful to you.
I was pretty popular in my younger days.
Oh, yeah?
You know I was a homecoming queen. I got love letters and flowers every day. Getting asked out was an everyday occurrence, and someone was always waiting for me after school to drive me back home.
It sounds like a movie.
In college, I was a popular cheerleader, you know. I'd been asked out by a now famous football player.
Did that really happen?
It did. My schedule was packed during my days. On weekends, I'd be taken to movies or go for drives. Oh, if only I could go back to those days. I mean, I'd still like to find love if I had the chance.
Why not? You're single after all.
I know. 50-something is still young, and I'm sure Dad in heaven would approve. By the way, how old is your fiancé?
Actually, he's 10 years older than me.
Oh, that's quite an age difference.
But he looks much younger. He's a career-driven, cool guy.
Uh-huh. Well, you've always been a bit childish, so an older guy might suit you. I guess you didn't inherit my preference for younger men.
True. Dad was younger than you.
Yeah, he was such a sweet, dependable guy. Well, if your fiancé is someone you chose carefully, then I don't think there's anything to worry about.
We'll come visit next long weekend. Look forward to it.
Got it. You take care.
I'll be in touch again soon.
Irene, have you gotten home yet? I'm so glad to have met Chester today.
I just got back. Thanks so much for today, Mom. He was really nervous at first, but he said he was relieved to meet someone nice like you.
You should have stayed over.
Sorry, he has to work tomorrow. I wanted to stay longer too.
It's fine. Being busy is a good thing.
By the way, you really went all out.
Of course. I was meeting your fiancé.
You were in the kitchen all morning. He was amazed by all the delicious dishes you made.
I wanted to give you both the best hospitality. I woke up at 5 a.m. to go to the market and pick out fresh ingredients.
And you were all made up and dressed up nicely too.
Of course. I wanted to make a good impression on him.
So, what do you think? Do you like him?
Of course. He passes both in looks and income.
Geez, look at his character, not just those things.
I told you I trust your choice, so I'm not worried. Besides, you can't know everything from just one meeting. I'll get to know him better. I got his number too.
When did you do that?
When you stepped out. Did I need your permission to get his number?
No, I'm just surprised. But you two won't be contacting each other much, I guess.
Just in case. Any objections?
No, ma'am.
Good girl.
He felt better after meeting you. He was worried because of the age gap. He's glad you accepted him.
Of course. I don't mind the age if he's good looking.
You're something else. Oh, by the way, he said you're beautiful. All that effort paid off.
I guess I've still got it, huh?
Oh, and once I meet his parents, we're planning to move in together.
Really?
That way we can save on rent, and I can send more money to you.
Oh, that would be helpful.
Your job is tough, right? You should cut back a bit and enjoy life more.
You're right. Since it seems like I've still got it, maybe I should look for a new partner too.
That's a great idea. I'd feel better knowing you had someone.
I'll have to find someone like Chester.
Did you like him that much?
Yeah, he's handsome and seems sincere. I think he might be too good for you. Maybe he'd be better off with me, you know.
Hey, stop it. Don't scare me.
Anyway, I'll work on improving myself. I'll find someone and be happier than you.
Yeah, let's be happy. I'll call you again soon.
Okay, and say hi to Chester for me.
Will do. Mom, I need to talk to you about something.
What's wrong?
It's about Chester.
Is something wrong with him?
Lately, he's been acting strange.
Strange how? Wait, are you thinking there's another woman?
This isn't a joke. I'm worried sick.
Oh, sorry. So you're suspecting him of cheating?
I want to believe he's not the type to cheat. He seems outgoing but is actually a homebody. But lately, he's been going out a lot. Even today, he went out early and hasn't come back.
Going out isn't a big deal. Being too controlling can ruin a relationship.
I know, but it's just weird. He's been coming home late a lot too.
You're together at home and work. Isn't that enough?
That's not the point.
You're just complaining.
He never used to touch his phone much, but now he's always on it. It seems like he's constantly messaging someone.
I get that it bothers you, but don't snoop through his phone.
Right?
Nothing good comes from that.
I guess, but I'm still so worried.
It's okay.
How can you be so sure? Is it just because he gave you a good impression?
Because I know who he's been messaging.
What? Really? Who is it? How do you know?
Because it's me.
Huh? You've been messaging him?
Yes, I told you I got his number.
You said it was just in case. What have you been talking about every day?
A bit of everything. Hobbies, work.
Really?
We're going to be family, so we should get to know each other.
Oh, thank goodness it was you. I thought he was talking to some woman I didn't know.
Are you relieved it's me?
Yes, I was so worried he was cheating.
Looks like your instincts were right, though.
What do you mean?
You know I like younger men.
Yeah, I know, but
He's successful and earns well. And if a serious person like you chooses him, he must be great.
what are you trying to say?
Are you willing to be a good daughter to me?
Of course I am, but
Then give me your fiancé.
what the heck? Wait, let's talk over the phone. Mom, you're joking, right? Why aren't you answering?
He's here with me right now.
Holy cow! He went to your place this morning?
Yes, I asked him to and he did.
So, what about him coming home late recently?
Yeah, we've been going out to eat or talking on the phone when we can't meet.
This has to be a joke.
It's not a joke. Don't be rude.
Rude?
I told you I was looking for a new partner.
That's your right, and I do want you to be happy. But with Chester? This is ridiculous.
I'm serious.
What does he think about all this?
Who knows? But he comes whenever I call. Even though I'm older, I'm closer to his age than you are. It's only a matter of time before he switches to me.
No way. This is unreal.
Don't underestimate your mother.
Are you seriously trying to take my fiancé?
Yes, and I will soon.
I can't believe this. Is this what a mother does?
Are you going to argue with me? You owe me for raising you.
That doesn't mean I have to give up my fiancé to repay you. You're out of your mind.
You're so disrespectful. Has living in the city made you lose your sense?
Anyone would think this is insane.
I don't care what's normal.
Excuse me?
Just do your duty and be a good daughter.
This isn't what being a good daughter means.
If I'm happy, then it's considered being a good daughter. You're so stubborn. There's no turning back now. And remember, they say there are plenty of fish in the sea. You can easily find another one.
This is unbelievable. How can you even think like that? It's not that easy to find someone I want to marry.
You're still young. Get busy on dating apps. You're decent looking. Being young means you'll have plenty of suitors.
You're talking about me like I'm a commodity. If you're seriously saying such awful things, I'll stop sending you money.
Even without it, I have him. It doesn't matter.
This is just horrible. Unbelievable.
I think you've lost your mind. You keep saying unbelievable. And in case you didn't know, let me tell you something.
Is there more?
He's planning to buy a house. I'm so happy. A new house at my age?
What? He didn't tell me that.
I thought so. It's hard to talk about it, I guess, since it'll be our newlywed home.
Your newlywed home? He's my fiancé.
He said he wanted to live with me.
Unbelievable.
There it is again. Unbelievable. A woman with a limited vocabulary is boring and gets dumped.
He's not going to leave me or buy a house for you.
But this is reality. He's choosing me. Just accept it and give up.
I'm going to check with him right now.
You'll only hurt yourself, but go ahead. Do as you like. Irene, answer your phone. How long are you going to ignore me? What did you tell Chester? I can't get in touch with him at all.
Mom, what do you want? It's early in the morning, so annoying.
Finally, you respond. Put him on the phone.
That's impossible, he's not here.
Not there? Aren't you living together? Oh, have you already been dumped?
No, he's on a business trip.
Oh, I see. If I can't reach him, is he overseas?
You can contact people from overseas easily these days.
Then why hasn't he contacted me? You must have done something.
I just showed him our chat conversation. He was quite shocked.
Shocked? Why?
Because it was all your misunderstanding.
What? Misunderstanding?
He was just trying to get on your good side. He never thought you were targeting him romantically.
No way. That's impossible. He always came running when I called. He was always so sweet to me. He must be in love with me.
That was his way of being polite. He didn't want to be disliked by my mother, so he went along with you.
That's a lie. His eyes looked like he was in love.
Well, I have a message from him. Trying to hit on your daughter's fiancé is disgusting.
What? That's awful. Calling me disgusting? I'm still an attractive woman.
You might think you still have it, but that's the truth. Too bad.
What does that mean?
It means he has no interest in you at all.
That's a lie. What about the house?
Another misunderstanding. The house he's planning to buy is for us.
That can't be. He even asked for my preferences. He asked what type of house I wanted to live in.
He was thinking about future cohabitation. He just wanted to know your preferences for that.
This is unbelievable.
I've told him to ignore any contact from you completely. He's also blocked you.
Are you sure? If he does that, it'll only make me hate you more.
I'm okay with that.
You'll be hated by your own mother, you know.
I'm cutting ties with you, so you're no longer my mother.
What?
And I'll stop sending you money.
What are you talking about? Are you going to abandon me?
You're the one who said you didn't need my money.
That was if I married Chester. I thought he'd buy me a house, so I quit my job and canceled my apartment lease.
Wow, that's really jumping the gun.
I didn't think I'd need to work if he was going to support me. I've been wanting to get out of this old cramped apartment as soon as possible.
You should go back to work and contact your landlord to try and cancel the lease termination.
I don't want to keep living in this apartment. Anyway, you said he was considering cohabitation, right? Why don't I just move in with you guys right away?
Ugh, what are you talking about? Are you planning to barge into our apartment?
We're family, so it should be fine.
Absolutely not. I would rather die than live with you.
I gave birth to you, and this is how you repay me? Are you okay with me being homeless?
This is your own doing.
You're horrible. How can you abandon your mother in such a state? You're a monster.
You're the monster here. I appreciate that you gave birth to me, but that doesn't mean I'll sacrifice my entire life for you. Especially since you tried to take my fiancé, which is unacceptable as a mother.
You're overreacting. It's just a boyfriend.
Technically, you didn't even take him.
Think it over.
It doesn't matter what you say. It's impossible now. I've lost all respect for you.
You're so cold.
I understand that living alone can be lonely. Anyway, I've talked to Grandpa about all this.
Oh my God! You spoke to him?
Who else could I talk to? It's too embarrassing to tell my friends that my mom is trying to steal my fiancé.
I can't believe it.
Up until now, you've relied heavily on him, but don't think you can depend on his pension now that you're out of money. He was really angry, so I don't think he'll help you anymore.
Oh no!
And don't contact me anymore.
Are you really going to cut ties with me?
Yes, I'm serious. Thank you for raising me, but this is goodbye.
Wait, Irene! Please answer me. I'll give up on Chester, I promise. Don't abandon me.
I blocked my mom and completely cut off contact. According to my grandfather, she begged to live with him after she couldn't cancel her lease termination, but he turned her away. Having quit her job and without money, she's now scraping by with a part-time job. She no longer has the luxury to wear makeup or dress up and has become just a shabby old woman. Despite this, she's still desperate to catch a good man. However, her attempt to go after my fiancé has become the talk of the town, so a remarriage is unlikely for her. Chester and I recently had our wedding and officially became husband and wife. Although I couldn't invite my mom, all my other relatives came, along with my friends and colleagues, making it a wonderfully happy occasion. Now I look forward to building a warm and loving home with my husband.
Hey sis, you know what tomorrow is, right? Tomorrow is when your fiancé is coming to our house. That's right, my fiancé, Yuri, is coming. It's a happy story that a bottom feeder like you can never have, right? And of course, you know what? Let's see, are we talking about the fact that you shouldn't be at home? No, I'm not. I need you to stay. Oh, really? You really never get it, don't you? I'm sorry. And you know what I want you to do? I'm sorry, but I need you to tell me how I should respond. Ah, you're so stupid, okay? You're my sister, but only half-sister. You're just an unwanted child who came along as a bonus when Mom and Dad remarried. You're only half-blood related to me, and you're basically a servant. Mom and Dad have been very gracious to keep you in our home. You will treat my fiancé the same way as your master. A servant? What? You have a problem with it? I've told you many times that if I'm so unwanted, I'll leave. Huh? If you do that, I'll lose a handy servant who works for free. Don't you understand such a simple thing? If you understand your position, you wouldn't have come up with that idea, would you? You are really, really stupid. Anyway, I should just stay home tomorrow, right? That's right. Oh, but as soon as you serve Yuri refreshments, go back to the kitchen. He is going to greet my family and you are in the way. A servant is supposed to leave like a servant and stay out of our way, not to disturb us. Understood. Yuri, are you on your way? Hello, Rachel. I just got on the train. Got it. I'm still nervous about meeting your parents. I'm 2 years younger than you, and I wonder if they consider me unreliable. You don't have to be so formal. My parents would never oppose to marry a high-spec person like you, Yuri. I'm sure they wouldn't be against us getting married. I'm not that great of a guy. It'll be fine. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's this strange woman living in my house. Weird woman? A housekeeper, or More like a housemaid.
A housemaid?
She's staying with us for a reason, so she does all the housework for us.
So she's a live-in nanny.
Yes, something like that. I think she'll probably go in the back after serving tea, but don't mind.
Oh, I see. Rachel, thanks for a great time.
Yes, Yudi, thanks for coming today. Hey, like I said, our mom and dad made you very welcome, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Next, we have to decide on a wedding venue. When are we meeting again?
Hey, let me ask you something.
What is it?
That live-in maid, her name is Miranda, right?
Yes, that's right. Oh, Mom called her so, did she? What about our maid?
I asked who is she, and you said my servant. Isn't she really your sister?
What? Why?
There is someone in my family who knows Miranda.
What?
She was taken in by her mother when her parents divorced. Her mother remarried a year later to another man. She had a younger sister from that marriage, about 10 years older than her father.
What?
The age difference, the sister's name, and the mother's name also matched. Above all, she looks like your father. Are you treating your own sister as a servant?
Wait, you know, that's certainly one way to think of it, but that woman is positioned as a mere servant in our family, so I don't consider her my sister. There's no use pitying. She's not related to the head of the family, my father, by blood, so she deserves to be excluded from the family, so you can treat her like a servant too, okay?
So that's how you treat your half-siblings.
Well, it can't be helped.
Then let's break off the engagement.
Huh?
We'll have a formal meeting later to break off the engagement.
Hey, wait!
Let's invite both parents and your sister too.
Why is this all coming from that servant talk? I mean, I haven't met your parents yet.
I'll tell you that some other time. Anyway, I don't follow your line of thinking.
What are you talking about?
If your parents meet my father, they would know. I'll see you later.
Yuri! Sis, damn it, sis, what did you blow into my Yuri?
What?
I'm about to break off the engagement because of you.
Huh?
What the hell did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Liar.
Rachel, what happened?
Shut up. Get out.
What?
Get out of the house today.
Good evening, Miss Miranda. I'm Yuri, Rachel's fiancé, who visited your home today. I'm sorry for surprising you by asking you to exchange email addresses with me out of the blue during the day. I tried speaking to you so that Rachel wouldn't find us. I apologize for not being able to explain the purpose of the address exchange. Oh no, I'm also sorry for not greeting you properly. So, is there something you wanted to see me about? Yes, but before I go any further, I would like to confirm one thing just to be sure. Your birth father was from Kansas City, Kansas, and his name was Herman, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Then I was right after all. I'm your brother. Eh? Half-brother to be exact. I'm a brother with a different mother.
I heard that my biological father remarried. Is that right?
Yes, that remarriage is with my mother.
About that, Rachel.
I haven't told her about my relationship with you yet. However, when I heard how she treated her sister and how she thought about her, I asked her to break off the engagement.
Break off the engagement? Oh, that's why she...
Miranda, is something wrong?
She told me to leave the house by the end of the day, so furiously.
What? It's obviously my fault. I'm so sorry.
No, that's totally fine. I was surprised when she told me, but actually, I've always wanted to leave home, so it was a good opportunity for me anyway.
Leaving your parents' house is sudden, isn't it? If you don't have a place to go, would you like to come to our house? Oh, but when I told my father about you, he said he never knew you were being treated so badly and that he wanted to help you. Father, I heard that at the time of the divorce, Father was fighting an illness and could not get custody of you, his daughter. He wants you to let him do something fatherly this time. My mother agrees with his idea. I hope you feel secure. Thank you very much. Can you come out to the Forest Hills 71st Avenue station? Father and I will pick you up in the car. Yes, I think I can manage a train fare somehow. Perhaps you don't have any money? To admit, my stepfather controls the account to which my salary is transferred. I only receive $100 a month from it. With what I have on hand now, I thought I could barely afford to spend a night at a hostel. They even took away your salary? If so, that's even worse. Please come. Yes, thank you so much. No way! I can't believe Yuri is my sister's half-brother. The world is a small place, isn't it? I was really surprised when Yuri told me. But I don't want to break off the engagement. It was officially decided to break it off at today's meeting. I could have married into wealth. Oh, because Yuri's father is a business owner? That's right. I heard that Yuri is his successor. I was aiming to be the CEO's wife. Hey, think about it. Think about what? You already know that Yuri's father is also my real father, right? So what? I don't think I would want someone who has treated my daughter like a servant to be my son's wife. Besides, the reason my real parents divorced was because mother cheated on him. Cheating? Mom? The man she cheated on with was your father, the man she remarried to. What? You wouldn't want the daughter of such a man to be your son's wife, do you? What are you saying? Shut up! Hey, money! Give me your salary. You mean the bank account? Yes. When Dad tried to withdraw this month's money, the bank book and the card were both disabled. You did something, didn't you? I had the bank book and card reissued. The bank book and card your father has are no longer valid. Huh? I'm the one who left that house. I don't think it's right for my salary to be managed by your family. But that's so unfair. You'd never think that the $3,200 out of a monthly household income of $5,000. I can't believe that was your earnings. Wow, that's the first time I knew that. Your father's earnings. I never knew that. Hey, give me the money and do the housework. Ever since you abandoned your role as servant, the house has become a dump. It would run well if the three of you shared the chores. You told me to leave, so be responsible for your words until the very end. Shut your mouth. Yeah, right. Bye-bye. No, not so. No, it's not that. Why is this happening? I'm no longer in the running for the big prize. We can't live on my dad's salary. Give me some money. Sis, have you packed your stuff for the move? Yes, it's almost done. Speaking of which, I got a message from Rachel asking me for money. Worried? Well, she's my sister, even if only half. You're too kind, you know. If you reach out to her now, it won't be good for her. Of course, the same goes for those parents, and it's in your best interest that you stay out of their lives. You're right. For now, I'm going to put my own happiness first. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, we're having a barbecue in our yard this Sunday. Mother and Father insist that you come too. What do you think? May I? Of course you can. We're family. Yuri. Okay. Well then, I'm going. Yes. I heard they're bringing in some good meat, so look forward to it. Okay, thank you. My brother's words fell on my heart, and I was able to take a step forward. Now I rent an apartment near my father's family. I am invited to my father's house occasionally for meals and overnights, and we are deepening our relationship peacefully. On the other hand, my sister has never worked. My mother has been a housewife. My stepfather actually has a do-nothing job off the career ladder and has only a low salary. My sister has started dating a celeb man, hoping to get a shot at the top of the ladder again, but surprise, he was married. She is now in debt for alimony for the man's wife, and her life is even more difficult. For some reason, she contacted me and asked me to deal with her debt. I was just about to change my phone number, so I just ignored it, and that was the end of it. Thank you for watching! Please press the like button and subscribe to our channel. See you in our next video!
Nancy, can I talk to you for a second now? I have something to tell you. Hi, Lily. I'm on the train right now. Can we talk later? Oh no, we can't. It's something very important to the future of your company. What? What about my company? Lily, you don't have anything to do with my company. You need to get a job. I don't worry about it. I'm preparing for my future in the way. I'll be a housewife soon anyways. What? You have a boyfriend? Yes, I do. You work so hard all the time. You don't have a life. Well, I admit I'm a workaholic. But what do you mean by that? I work hard, but that doesn't mean I don't have a life. You know what? I'm getting married instead of you. Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, Sean and I are getting married. That's good news, right? Huh? Sean? You mean my fiancé Sean? Who else could it be? Are you serious? My fiancé? Yeah, I'm serious. Actually, we're together at a hotel. What? Right now? Yes. It's been about 3 months now, but you didn't notice it at all. So, cancel your wedding coming up next month as soon as possible. Sean and I will plan our wedding. Okay, I'll talk with Sean later. If this is true, you are in for a world of trouble. You'd better be prepared for that. Okay. I'm already prepared to be happy with Sean. Please do not bother us. Nancy, I heard you spoke with Sean. He told me your face was so scary. Oh, that's right. He did something that made me look like a demon. It's his fault. He was scared because he felt guilty. Huh? What do you mean he feels guilty? It's beautiful that two people are in love. I did let you know about us, okay? Why do we feel guilty? Can you understand? It's a problem if you're too open about it. Huh? You'll find out soon enough. Sean and I are breaking off the engagement. You can do whatever you want. Really? Yay! With this, Sean is entirely mine. I'll charge you alimony. Huh? You and Sean, both. No way! Did you think you wouldn't be charged because I'm your sister? Too bad. You're kidding, right? Let me tell you now. Don't even try to ask Mom and Dad to help you. They are furious at you for what you've done. They're sorry they spoiled you and will kick you out. Why? I thought they were always on my side. Of course not. I'm not going to let you get away even if you don't have any money. You can work and pay, so get a job. What? I don't want to work. I'll make sure I get a decent amount. Poor Nancy. Haha, I paid the alimony even if I didn't work. I feel sorry for you. I heard you made Sean pay for both and moved into Sean's apartment. Yeah, we're living together now. What a shame. This proves that you don't understand your own position. Are you threatening me again since you got dumped? Aw, that's hilarious. I really feel sorry for you. Your stupidity and narrow-mindedness are quite impressive. Huh? You still don't realize that you're being pushed further off the cliff. Oh dear, the cliffhanger is you. You're already 30 years old and your fiancé left you. Aww, you're so cute. I dare not tell you anything. Huh? What? I have a pretty good idea what you're getting at, given your personality. I'm sure you'll understand when you talk with Sean about the future. It'll be an excellent opportunity to learn. There you go again, loser. You know what? If you want Sean to take over Dad's company, he could marry me too. I knew your intention. Yes, I want to become the CEO's wife. Looking at you working so hard makes me feel so sad. The most brilliant way is to become the wife of the next CEO, right? Anyway, it would be best if you talk to Sean. You'll realize how shallow you think you are. Sure, I will. Oh yeah, my wedding is in 6 months. You have to come too. Alright. Today, Sean and I have our wedding. I understand you don't want to come, but Mom and Dad are coming. They love me more. You shouldn't expect too much. They will be there to keep an eye on you. They want to make sure you don't do anything stupid anymore. Thank you for your advice, Nancy. I'm the next CEO's wife now. You shouldn't talk to me like that. Are you still saying that? Has Sean not told you? Sean and I can communicate without words. Thanks. Nancy, more than half of the people didn't show up. What's going on? Oh dear. Also, I told Dad it was so rude to ditch his successor's wedding. Then Dad told me Sean wasn't. What did he mean by that? Are you just bringing it up now? What do you mean? Sean is taking over Dad's company and becoming the next CEO, right? Didn't he tell you? Tell me about what? It's either you or me. The person who marries one of us will be the next CEO. You know, I'm the next CEO. Huh? You? That's right. It was already decided a long time ago. It was straightforward about who was taking over the company. Dad was not thinking of Sean as his successor. Huh? Then what is his position in the company? Just an employee. An ordinary employee? He used to be a section chief in the sales department. But they demoted him when they found he was sacking off with you. What do you mean by that? Let me put it very simply. He was punished for not showing up to work to make out with you. What? And he used a company car to go to the hotel. He wasn't fired, but he's still on the edge. Fired? His salary has gone down, and he has no hope of moving up in the company. You're half the reason for this. You should know that. Seriously? Hey, Nancy. Sean told me he has $20 in his saving account. That's it. I can't even buy a new bag. Don't you get it yet? Huh? Sean paid his and your alimony. He is paying for everything you need since you are not working. You are still saying, if I work, I lose. And yet you love to splurge. His living expenses have doubled. But his income went down, as I told you before. He got a demotion and has no hope for the future. And the wedding. You guys had a huge wedding. A lot of people didn't show up though. In the last 6 months, you've made Sean spend $100,000. $100,000? I heard Sean had about $100,000 in his savings. That means he has spent almost all of it. No way. This is the exact opposite of what I dreamt of. I was supposed to become a rich wife. What should I do? You still don't get it? What? You should work too. What? You have to work to survive in this world. You work, you lose. It's not true at all. If you don't want to be a loser, get a job. Ugh. Why do you say that? You're so mean to me. Not long after that, Sean resigned. After all, it was hard for him to stay with my company. He decided to move back to his parents' place with Lily. He will work at a paper factory his relatives own. For Lily, who loves the glitz and glamour of the city, her new life must be very dull. But since she can't rely on anyone else, she has no choice but to stay with Sean. One more thing. Sean's mother is a very sharp woman. She is managing their money as a condition for accepting her unfaithful son and daughter-in-law. I'm sure Lily's marriage life is going to be a tough one in many ways.
Hey. Why are you in this fancy restaurant? At first, I thought a bottom feeder like you couldn't possibly be here. So I had to look twice.
What? Did you go to all that trouble to text me that?
I went through the trouble of unblocking you. You should thank me for that instead.
I didn't ask you to do that. What's your problem? We divorced 6 years ago. I don't need you, my ex-husband, to tell me what to do now.
What the hell? You were at my beck and call when we were married. Aren't you acting cocky now that you're divorced and no longer with me?
Who's the arrogant one here? When we were married, you made fun of me, disrespected me, and you treated me like a slave.
You were actually a slave, weren't you? You were able to live because of the money I earned while working. It's only natural for you to be thankful to me.
Stop it. When I talk to you, you make me feel terrible.
That's exactly what I want to say to you. I was in this restaurant first, remember? Don't act arrogantly. You are the poor person who came in after me. Are your companions poor as well? You all came here to keep up with the Joneses, right?
The people I'm with are all from work. We're all here to eat because we finished our tasks for the day. It's none of your business.
Oh, work, huh? I wonder if there are places that will hire a bitch like you.
Don't make fun of me. Before I got married to you, I was a regular employee at a company. I would have continued working if you hadn't forced me to be a housewife. I like what I do.
In other words, you and I are both glad we got divorced. But hey, it's the type of company that hires anyone, right? I bet the pay isn't that great either. Don't bring all your trashy friends to this fancy restaurant. Remember how this place is known for its high-end Italian cuisine?
Would you shut up? Besides me, everyone else here is amazing. Much more than you can imagine.
Don't make me laugh. I can tell they're incompetent just by looking at them. You should feel sorry for comparing them to an elitist like me.
Enough. True, I was the one who arrived at the restaurant after you, and I apologize for that. But we're strangers now, so don't mess with me. See ya.
Where did you go? Did you go to the bathroom or something?
I'm just changing my makeup in the bathroom. What do you want?
I just looked up and you were gone. I assumed you couldn't pay the bill and fled after you ate.
Excuse me? There's no way I would do something like that. Unlike you, I have common sense, so don't worry.
Don't talk as if I don't have common sense. Do you have any money? It's pretty expensive here.
Don't worry. I don't come to restaurants I can't afford.
You seem to have a lot of leeways, don't you? But I'm guessing you can't all pay the bill. That's why you've all been sitting here for so long.
Can you please stop making assumptions? We're all just discussing our future work plans. We didn't come here just to eat like you. We're all hard-working people.
You've been making fun of me for a long time, haven't you? Don't talk as if I'm not a hard worker. I was going to pay for your meal, but forget it.
No thanks. I would have refused even if you had offered to pay me.
You really are acting like a bitch. Well, I guess you're right. You've always been good at helping yourself to others' wallets. There are a lot of guys in your group.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, I'm just thinking you'll flirt with the guys and then ask them to pay for you.
Excuse me? Why are you saying that? When did I do that?
You seem to be good at it. You fooled me like that too.
Fooled you? When did I fool you? You're the one who pretended to be nice to me and then changed your tune after we married.
I don't know what you're talking about. When we first met, you pretended to be a vulnerable woman, didn't you? I thought I had to protect you. I guess I got the raw deal.
You're the worst. I believe you have a memory problem. In our marriage, you did whatever you wanted. And now you're blaming me for it? You are pathetic.
I'm just telling you the truth. Just having a poor person like you in the same room with me makes me uneasy. But now it's even worse because you're becoming arrogant enough to talk back to me.
So why don't you just stop contacting me? I'm already divorced from you. I'm a stranger and I don't need you to tell me what to do. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Goodbye.
Hey, Olivia! You blocked my WhatsApp, didn't you?
What? How come? Why are you still sending me messages after I blocked you and deleted your phone number?
I went to the trouble of changing my phone number. You should be grateful for my efforts.
Be grateful? It's rather annoying. What the hell are you doing? Didn't I tell you to stay out of my life?
No, I was pretty drunk at the time, but the next day when I woke up and thought about it calmly, I recalled how beautiful you've grown.
Huh? Don't say weird things out of nowhere. What are you up to?
Come on, that's mean. I'm not up to anything. I just wanted to speak with you while I was sober.
What's the matter with you? You were making fun of me the other day.
My bad. But I'm really surprised, you know. You looked so much better than you did when we divorced. Maybe you lost some weight.
When you and I were married, every day was stressful. All I could do was blame it on food. I had to calm myself down by eating every day. I think I was much fatter than I am now.
People change, don't they? Anyway, you're beautiful now. I believe you are worthy of being taken on a date by me. So, I'll take you out to dinner.
If I go out with you, I'm afraid the meal will be terrible.
Huh? Hey, you, what do you mean by that?
I mean it literally. You enjoy having dinner with people you like. It enhances the flavor of good food. If you eat a delicious meal with someone you don't like, the delicious meal will be tasteless. It would be a waste, wouldn't it?
Do you even know what you're talking about? You're not going to get away with mocking me.
When we were a couple, I used to be scared of your threats. But I'm no longer the type of woman who is scared of such things. Trying to persuade me is pointless.
Damn, what a jerk you are. I offered to buy you a nice meal, and I even told you that you looked better than before.
I didn't ask for it. On the other hand, you've grown sloppy, haven't you? I'm sure you eat a lot of prepared foods, don't you? I see you drinking as much as you want and living a sloppy lifestyle.
What the hell? That's all because you left. It's because you divorced and abandoned your husband's care. That's why I'm in this mess.
You haven't changed your attitude toward blaming others. Well, I don't really care because we're strangers now. If you continue to be like this, you will lose more and more people around you.
Shut up. It's none of your business. I forgave you and invited you out for a dinner. I swear you'll regret turning me down.
On the contrary, I'll always make the same choice no matter how many times you ask. It's a waste of my time to get involved with someone like you.
You bitch. You keep saying cocky things. I'm going to crush you, I swear.
You're free to do what you want. I'm not a weak woman who will be crushed by you. See you.
Hey, Olivia. Why aren't you at your parents' house? I went to pick you up.
What? What do you mean you came to pick me up?
I went to your parents' house to pick you up, but you were not there. Your dad splattered water on me. It was a real mess.
Don't be ridiculous. Why did you go to my parents' house? Dad and Mom have nothing to do with this. Don't bother them.
What are you talking about? Don't act as if my presence is a bother.
Actually, it is. When my dad found out I was being harassed by you, he got very angry and my mom was crying. They didn't want to meet you. I'm sure they didn't even want to see your face. Why would you do such an insane thing?
I went there just to pick you up. I was just trying to be nice to you.
I said it's annoying. Don't go to my parents' house because I no longer live there.
So that means you live alone, huh? In that case, you can come home.
What? What are you talking about?
You've been living alone since we got divorced, right? I'll move in with you because you're probably lonely.
I've already remarried.
What? Remarried? You?
Yes, me. I have a partner, so I'm not alone, and I have enough company. So no thanks. Well, even if I didn't have a partner, I wouldn't rely on you.
What the hell? To begin with, aren't you lying that you got remarried? I can't believe that a dullard like you would remarry. I'm the only one who would take a no-good woman like you.
That's enough. I understand that you still think I'm a fool, but I haven't sunk to the level of being disrespected by you. Why don't you look in the mirror before you speak negatively about others?
What are you talking about? I'm perfect. Sure, I've put on some weight recently, but I have a handsome face and a good job. If you were to have a husband, he would be someone like me.
On the other hand, you have terrible personalities, so it balances out. Or it could have the opposite effect on you. I'm not sure.
Go to hell. I'll never forgive you for making fun of me. Don't you forget, I'll get my revenge. It's been a long time, Olivia. You did remarry, didn't you?
Do you finally believe me?
I didn't believe it at first either. I've been looking into you for the past week. Then I saw you walking with someone who looked like your husband.
You were spying on me? Don't say weird things.
But I didn't have a choice. If you hadn't remarried, I would have taken you.
No thanks. I told you, even if I don't have a partner, I don't want you.
Don't be shy. You married that guy because you had no choice, right? Perhaps you were concerned about public opinion, but he is no good. He appears unprofessional and has a slouchy face.
Can you please stop saying bad things about my husband? At least he is far more capable than you.
Oh, come on. You just want to put up a front like that, don't you? You won't be able to control your emotions if you don't. If you don't think you married someone better than me, I'm sure you'll regret divorcing me.
What are you trying to say? I'm not trying to put up a front. He's a really great guy.
Yeah, whatever. I already know he's not a good guy. Look, Olivia, break up with that jerk and remarry me.
No thanks.
You know what happens if you don't obey me, right? If you refuse to marry me, your husband will be in trouble. I can go to your husband's workplace and speak with him.
If you say so, why don't you do it?
What? What's with that attitude? You don't think I can do it?
Well, it's not like that. I'm just saying if you can do it, go for it.
Are you sure? I'm really going to do it. I don't care if you regret it later.
You're the one who'll regret it later.
Huh? Why? I'll blackmail your husband into divorcing you. In the end, I'll get you back and the whole thing will be over, right?
Well, if you do that, I think it would end your position at the company.
What do you mean?
You were investigating me, but didn't you look into him? He's the next president of the parent company of your company.
Huh? My company's parent company? And he's the next president?
I used to work for the same company as you, remember? I didn't want to work for the same company as you again after my divorce. So I took a chance and went to the parent company for an interview. And I got in.
Oh, for real?
For real. And while I was working, I met a guy who is now my husband. 2 years ago, I got remarried. Now I have a baby in my belly and I'm the happiest I've ever been. So, will you stop bothering me?
Oh, well, I didn't know that. And, I just wanted to start over with you. That's all.
Really? You're going to declare war on my husband? Well, if you want to do that, be my guest. You're the one who's going to get crushed, though. As soon as I texted this, Isaac stopped replying to me completely. I spoke with a coworker who works for the same company as Isaac, and she informed me that Isaac has recently been working harder and more seriously. On the other hand, I had a baby 6 months later. I am having the most wonderful time of my life.
Kim, you're going to have a baby soon. Are you feeling okay? Don't overdo it. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Jake. I'm fine. I'm feeling great.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm sorry I can't be there for you every day, but even though we're not together, I think about you every day and worry about you. If there's anything you want me to do, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll be there for the birth, I promise.
Thank you. That's reassuring. It's okay if you can't be here every day. You have a job.
Right, I'm really sorry. I'll try to be by your side all the time soon.
I'm glad. Your words are encouraging.
It's only natural. I'm going to be a daddy. I can't wait to see our child's face.
I want my unborn child to be with his or her daddy all the time, With such a kind daddy, the baby and I will feel safe. I'm really happy that you are the daddy.
I'm so happy that we get to be a daddy and mommy together too. The baby is connected to both of us by blood. It'll be the fruit of our love. I promise I'll always be by your side.
That's right. Having my own child is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I can't believe we're going to have a baby. How long have we been together?
Well, almost 2 years.
I can't believe it's been that long already. I've had so much fun with you. It really flew by. I still remember how we met.
I always think about how we met too. The day you and I met.
I realized that fate is really like that.
It's true. The reunion was actually a bit of a pain in the butt for me. but I was good friends with the organizers, so I couldn't not attend. I never thought I would meet you there, you who had become such a wonderful woman. In the past, I didn't notice you, but I was a fool at the time. If I had realized it earlier, we could have spent more time together. Even now, I still think about it.
But I think it's because we met again that we are together now. I was a bit depressed about going to the reunion too because I was stressed out about being single, but I'm glad I went.
Me too. It was hard for me to meet the woman of my dreams. I thought I'd stay single forever.
I never thought you'd stay single. You were always so cool. You never thought about getting married?
I didn't meet anyone I wanted to marry, but that was so I could meet you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy that you chose me. Oh, so what should we do about the registration?
Oh, sorry for making you worry about that. I know I've told you a little bit about this before, but we're almost done with the project. When I'm done, I'll have more time. And then we'll go to the city office together. I already got the marriage certificate. Don't worry. We'll be officially married soon.
Really? I'm so glad you have the marriage certificate ready.
I'll be done with the project before the baby is born.
Thank you, Jake. Jake, I love you.
I love you too. Anyway, I'll definitely stay by your side for a month after the birth.
What? Can you do that? Don't push yourself too hard.
I'll be fine. I have extra paid vacation. Plus, I might be able to get maternity leave. I'm just finishing up a project. I can take a longer vacation with my project leave.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I'll do whatever it takes for you and the baby. I've been too busy with work and haven't been able to be with you, but from now on, I will be there for you.
I believe you.
Well, I have a meeting, so I'll be in touch later. I'm really looking forward to the birth. I have to put in some work.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it too. But don't push yourself too hard, okay? Thanks for working so hard. My name is Manna, and not Kim. This is a huge misdirected message sent to me by my husband, Jake. My husband was communicating with me without realizing he had sent the message to me. This is like a confession of infidelity. I was impersonating his girlfriend and getting all sorts of information from him. I was thinking how I would get back at him when I received another message from my husband.
I'll be home in 5 minutes. What's for dinner tonight?
Oh, you're done already? You're early.
Early? Isn't it always about this time?
Yes, it is, but I thought you weren't coming back yet. I haven't made dinner yet.
Why not? I didn't say I'd be late.
Because you said you had a meeting a few minutes ago.
What are you talking about? There was never a meeting. Did I send message saying that?
Why don't you check your history?
Huh?
Did you see it? You said yourself that the meeting was coming up soon, didn't you? Well, that doesn't matter. So your soon-to-be wife is going to have a baby. Congratulations.
No, this is a misunderstanding.
How is it a misunderstanding? It's a massive blunder, isn't it?
No, it's not. I was talking about a friend's childbirth.
It says clearly that it's your own child by blood. The fruit of your love. And you think you can get away with it? And what's with a long vacation after the project is over?
Well, I was thinking of taking a vacation.
You're not on vacation or anything. You're unemployed because you were laid off.
So I was thinking of taking some time off until I start looking for a new job.
You've been unemployed for 3 months already, and even now it's like a vacation. You say you're going to work in a better place and for a better salary than before, but you haven't been able to get another job at all. And you're acting all cool, talking about how your project is in the final stages and how you have meetings.
I can't help it. I was good at my job and then I was laid off. My boss is not a good judge of character. I've got to make him see me as a better than I was before, or I'm not going to be satisfied.
You can't get a job anywhere. How can you be carefree and have an affair when you've been unemployed and are trying to make ends meet?
No, being laid off has nothing to do with it. I have been so busy at work. I'd been so stressed out. I just needed a break.
Wasn't that 2 years ago? Isn't that right around the time you started having an affair? Your performance was getting worse. You were leaving early. How is it you were busy? You had time to have an affair because you were slacking off. If you had time to do that, you could have made one more sales call.
It wasn't that I had free time. I was just trying to come up with a plan. You don't know anything about sales, so don't act like you do.
Oh yeah? Well, okay. It doesn't matter now if you were competent or you're not at the company you were laid off from. So, your partner seems to be about to have a baby. How are you going to provide for her if you're unemployed?
No, I have savings now, and besides, I'm about to get a new job.
Huh? The savings we have now is our property. It's not your fling money.
No, it's not like that.
It is like that. I will not allow you to support your mistress's child with our money. Besides, you said something about getting married soon. Were you planning to divorce me and remarry her? I'm really stunned. I can't believe that you would hide the fact that you were married and go out with her.
Yes, I was seeing another woman. It's your fault that it turned out that way.
What? Why is it my fault?
Because my life with you got stuck in a rut. It wasn't stimulating. It's because you're becoming more and more of a family member. You don't dress up at all anymore. We don't eat out. We bring our own lunch when we go out somewhere. You're nothing like you were before we got married. I was cheated. I'm the victim. I married a woman, not this homely old hag.
What are you talking about? You don't make a lot of money, so I have to work too. And that income goes almost entirely to living expenses. How am I supposed to dress up?
That's what housewives are for, to make ends meet.
So I made ends meet by making lunch, even when we went out to save money. I wanted to have fun with you, at least when we went out. You say you don't like the idea of becoming a family, but you got married, so it's no mistake. We are a family. It's ridiculous, a man of your age running around like teenager.
Men are always going to remember their childlike heart. It's your fault for not keeping your beauty as a woman.
Oh yeah, okay, that's enough. I'm divorcing you.
Divorce?
Of course.
No, wait a minute. Sorry, it was just an impulse.
You got her pregnant on a whim? That's even worse.
No, that's not it. What can I say?
What can I say? You just didn't have any sense of reason. Besides, you have a marriage certificate to register with your partner, don't you? Why don't you divorce an old woman like me and remarry your classmate Kim? You promised her that you would be there for her from now on. Didn't you promise her?
No, that was a joke.
That's even worse. That's like marriage fraud.
Anyway, I don't want a divorce. I don't have a job. How am I supposed to make a living? I can't do without you.
Staying married to help you live your adulterous life is out of the question, and I don't want a marriage with a cheating criminal as my husband.
I won't live in an adultery life. We're going to be a proper couple again. I want to live a normal life as a normal couple.
Normal life? You depend on me for that? A life where you don't earn a living, get an allowance, and leave all the chores and work to me?
From now on, I'll do the housework too.
You should find a job instead of housework. Well, I don't care anymore.
Wait, let's just calm down and talk it over.
Yes, of course I'm going to ask for alimony, you know.
Alimony?
You had an affair, so of course.
That's no good. Alimony. I'm unemployed. There's no way I can pay you.
You've been unemployed for 3 months. It's about time you got unemployment insurance. You can pay with that.
But I'm going to have to raise a child.
It's your responsibility, so why don't you get a new job and work hard? I mean, there's no way in hell we're going to go back to being a normal couple when you impregnated a woman you cheated on your wife with. Stop dreaming with your childish mind and get real.
Kim was sick when she got pregnant, so she quit her job, but she thinks it's fine because I'm working.
When in fact you're unemployed. I feel for your partner.
So help me out. I can't live if I pay you alimony. At least make it a small amount. I can't afford thousands or anything.
What do I care? You deserved it. Why don't you at least take some responsibility? Well then, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. I'm telling you, I'm not going to give up even 1 penny of alimony.
Oh, come on.
The project is in the final stages, and you were just about to finish it. Well, that's great. You're all settled. The grand project of married life. So, Jake and I got divorced. Of course, I made him pay alimony and cut off our relationship once and for all. A few months later, I was living a new life with a clean slate.
Hey, Mana. How are you?
Who are you?
It's me. You remember me, right?
So it's true that there's a "it's me" scam going around now.
Scam? No, it's not. It's Jake.
Oh, it wasn't a "it's me" scam. It was a marriage scammer.
Oh, come on. don't call your ex-husband a scammer. I need to talk to you.
I don't have anything to say to you. I got my alimony, I'm done with you.
You know what? Let's start over.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I broke up with Kim, so let's start over again.
Why? I'm busy. I don't have time for your crap. Because I'm already living a happy enough life on my own. Don't bother me.
I know. You became an advisor using the same money-saving techniques you used when we were married.
Yes, I did, so don't bother me anymore.
With me around, I'll be the catalyst for new ideas on how to save money again. Besides, I'll be a stay-at-home husband instead of busy you, so I'm sure it'll work out. It seems to be the norm nowadays to be a stay-at-home husband. I'll help you work hard.
No. You just haven't found a job yet, have you? You didn't break up with Kim either. You left her, didn't you?
I didn't leave Kim.
There's no point in being so coy. I already know everything.
What are you talking about?
I got a call from your parents and Kim.
What?
You're an idiot, aren't you? I can't believe you thought you could get away with it just because you blocked them. I guess it was so easy to find out where my parents live since we went to school together.
Wait a minute. Why are you and Kim in touch? You didn't know each other or anything.
We met thanks to you. I got an apology from her for dating you without knowing you were married. Other than that, we talked about a few things.
What do you mean talked?
She says she wants to sue you for marriage fraud.
That's not true, is it?
I'm sorry, but it's true. So she wants me to testify to the fact that you were married and stuff.
What? You're not cooperating, are you?
Of course.
Thank you. I knew you wouldn't do that. I knew you were on my side. We can do it all over again, can't we?
Huh? Of course I cooperated with her. I provided the misdirected message about you preparing the marriage certificate as evidence. It seems the damage report has already been filed. I think the police are on their way.
Oh no, I'm in trouble. Help me. Explain to them that the message was a misunderstanding. If you're my wife, you gotta help me.
Your ex-wife. And we're strangers now. I don't want to be a criminal defending a scammer.
Why would you do such a terrible thing?
Just as you didn't think of me as your soulmate, it seems you weren't mine either. So whatever happens to you doesn't matter to me. Even if you don't get a new job, you'll be guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter if you stay in the cage. Isn't that great?
Wait, forgive me. Not the police. I wasn't trying to scam anyone.
It seems my ex-husband was caught by the police as a marriage scammer, but I heard that it was settled out of court. However, the fact that he abandoned a pregnant woman who was about to give birth was considered malicious, and he was charged a substantial amount of compensation. In fact, he had asked his parents to pay my alimony on his behalf. And this time he cried, asking them to do the same for Kim's compensation. Now, in order to repay the money, he has been forced to find a new low-paying job. He is working tirelessly from morning to night to repay the debt.
Hey Nathan, do you know where my bag is? The black one. I left it in my room, but it's not here.
I don't know anything about that. Maybe you put it somewhere by yourself.
So you don't know. Then what's this?
Huh? What's this? It's Anna's picture.
That's right. Your ex-girlfriend posted it on Instagram with a comment, "A gift from a friend. I love it."
Are you spying on Anna's Instagram? You shouldn't do that.
Your ex went to the trouble of sending it to me on another social networking site. And the bag in this picture is the bag I was looking for. You sure you don't recognize it?
No, I don't know. Maybe you just happen to have a similar bag.
By chance. Strange coincidences happen, don't they? Even the keychain on the bag is exactly the same. It's a heart keychain that I bought with my friend on my vacation.
Geez, seriously.
I'm the one who's saying seriously. That reaction suggests that you're guilty.
What are you thinking? Stealing my stuff without my permission and giving it to your ex? Because Anna saw your Instagram and said she wanted the same thing, but I'm not interested in bags. I didn't know where to buy one. So, you stole it from me. That's not even an excuse. Well, I haven't seen you use that black bag recently, and I thought maybe you don't need it anymore. You don't get to decide whether I need it or not. It's mine, so I should be the one to decide. Even though we live together, it's not like you can just go into my room without my permission. And to lie and say you don't know, that's really disgusting. It's crazy to give gifts to your ex even now. You guys broke up a long time ago, and you're engaged to me. It's true that Anna is my ex, but we've known each other since childhood, and she's like a little sister to me. When she leans on me, I can't help it. I can't believe you steal things just because you can't help it. Also, you really need to think about the distance between you and her. She may be your childhood friend, but she's your ex, right? She's like a sister, but not your real sister. You bought things for her every time she asked for them. You even left me when she called on you during our dates. You even canceled our plans we had made months in advance because you're going out with her. She's the one who always takes advantage of you. Enough is enough. I'm sorry, but seriously, nothing is going to happen with her. I won't do it again, so please forgive me. I've heard that I won't do it again more than 10 times. I won't forgive you if you do it again. Got it. And please take back my bag. I love that bag. What, me? Of course you. You're the one who stole it and gave it to her. But it's a bit cruel to ask her to return something I gave her once, isn't it? I'll buy you a new one, so just give up this time, okay? Huh? Why should I give in? I'm the one who got my bag stolen. Don't you feel sorry for me? That bag is my favorite. I don't need a new one. Go get it back quickly. Yes, yes. Alice, I'm sorry about the bag. Nathan told me. I had no idea it was yours. I had no clue. Oh, it's okay. It's okay if you didn't know. Nathan told me he got it back, so don't worry about it. If that's the case, good, but you know what? Don't be too mad at him, okay? Huh? He said that you were really mad at him, and he was pretty upset. I told him that I liked your bag. He was just trying to give me a present. He wasn't trying to be mean, so please don't nag at him too much, okay? Well, the bag came back anyway, so that's good. I'll make sure to teach Nathan not to steal from others. You shouldn't bother him over this too much, okay? You'll lose your happiness if you keep harping on about something that's already done. More importantly, that's not cute. You're right. Well, I'll keep it in moderation. Just so you know, you should be careful too, Anna. Nathan told me that he spoils you like a little sister. He gets into trouble when you beg him for things. We're about to get married, so please be considerate of your distance from him, okay? Is that so? I'm sorry. Nathan has been with me since we were little, so I feel like he's my real brother. He spoiled me when we were dating, so I haven't been able to get out of that habit. Oh, I also think of you as being like a mother. You're just like my mom. When she gets angry, she gets scary. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I hope you watch your distance from now on. Okay, see you later. I was a fool to forgive you at that time for that level of behavior. I can't believe it. I seriously can't stand it. What the hell, Alice? I told you not to contact me since I have a company drinking party tonight. Can't you even remember that, Alice? What with that attitude? Are you drunk? I'm not drunk. I just opened 5 or 6 bottles of liquor. You're drunk. Well, that's okay. Hey, explain to me what's going on here. What? What is this? This is Anna's Instagram, which I showed you before. And this ring looks familiar, doesn't it? Hint, my engagement ring has been missing since this morning. Oh, that. I gave your engagement ring to Anna. Why? Anna wanted a ring that goes with her latest outfit. She said your ring was ideal, so I said, well, why don't we just go with that then? Okay. But I forgot about the size. You have fat fingers and it was too big. That's why I had to cut the back of the ring to make it smaller. Huh? You're fatter than Anna. I laughed at that. How could you say that to my face? You're a bald thief. I'll buy you a wedding ring soon, so who cares? You won't be wearing your engagement ring anymore. Then why not give it to Anna? The ring looked better on Anna than on you, you fat slob. Even that black bag looked better on Anna. You're right. The bond who gave his fiancé's engagement ring to his ex has a lot to say. You don't show the slightest bit of remorse, then I'll be merciless too. Huh? First, look at this. It's a picture she posted on Instagram 3 days ago. Comment saying, girls' night out at a hotel, with a picture of her drinking in her hotel room. What's with that? Take a good look at this picture, especially the mirror in the back. Mirror? Oh! Why are you in this mirror? You in your underwear. No, this is not true. It's a misunderstanding. Seriously, it's not me. Oh, it's not you. Then let's get someone who knows you well to take a look at this picture. Like your mom and dad. No, wait. No. You've got it all wrong because there's nothing going on with her. Who's going to take you seriously? You're alone in a hotel with a woman who isn't your girlfriend, and you're in your underwear. You told me you were going to be late because you had to work late. I still have your text message. You lied to me to see that woman. Who can believe that nothing happened? Nothing really happened. It was, raining. It was raining. I just went to a hotel to take shelter from the rain and took a shower. Anna and I just ran into each other on the way. Oh, really? That thing on Instagram was just Anna playing a prank. It was nothing, seriously. So, it was my misunderstanding, huh? What did you think I'd say? You've been cheating on me with that woman since before that. Huh? Did you think those pictures were the only proof I have? I've been checking up on you ever since I started suspecting you two were having an affair. I used a detective agency. You had fun not only at the hotel but also at her house, right? You can see it all in the photos and videos. Wild man with stupid face shaking his head. Nah, what a lie. What do you mean she's like a little sister? How dare you say that when you're doing what you've been doing? That's disgusting. Wait, listen to me. Let's talk. Please, for God's sake. You don't have to be so desperate. We can at least discuss it. Mainly about the compensation for breaking off the engagement. Wait, please. I'll get the ring back soon. Listen to me. I don't want the ring you cut off. You and the ring can go in the trash. What? I'm going home to my parents. You come when I tell you to. I'll show you the reality of life, you spoiled brat. Good evening, Anna. No,
have nothing to do with this. Nathan told you. Then you already know, right? Did you have fun? Leading your ex-boyfriend onto stealing my stuff? Trying to one-up me on social media? Did you have fun? I didn't mean to. I got fooled by Nathan. I didn't expect him to give me an engagement ring. Okay, that's enough. I know you and Nathan were laughing at me. I was going to show you a thing or two someday. I really wanted to gather more evidence, but after such a strong declaration of war, I'm gonna end it. I really didn't know. Oh yeah, speaking of not knowing, do your parents know that you're sugar dating and messing around? Huh? Wait, what? What are you talking about? I'm talking about your secret account. I traced it from your friend's account and found it right away. You were so careless not even locking the account. You also wrote about that bag a while back. You said, I thought it was brand new, but it's a used bag from an old lady. Well, that's how I found out about your sugar dating. I'd love to tell your parents about it. No, don't. No, please don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should be careful when you do social networking. We live in an age where people can identify your location by the view reflected on your tapioca on the photo. It was a good lesson, wasn't it? Let's talk about the lesson fee later. Of course, you'll come, right? If you don't show up, I'll tell your parents about your sugar dating. Better not run away. After that, I received many messages from both Nathan and Anna. I didn't want to see any unsightly excuses from the thief duo, so I ignored all of them. It was the middle of the night, but I simply packed up my belongings and went back to my parents' house. A few days later, Nathan, Anna, their parents, and I gathered for a meeting. When I laid out the evidence of the affair and told them about the bag, ring, etc., their parents turned pale and prostrated themselves. I felt sorry for them. The engagement was broken. I demanded a total of $20,000 in compensation from Nathan and Anna. The parents paid, and they were to be paid back from Nathan and Anna later. Nathan and Anna cried and begged, but in the end, their parents dragged them away. After that, both Nathan and Anna were cut off their relationship with their parents, and their friends and co-workers found out about the incident. Everyone turned their back on them, and they were totally isolated. The two of them are cursing each other and living in tears. I hope that they will regret like hell fooling around with me. I am planning to go on a trip with the money I received. It's better to spend easy money as soon as possible, right? Maybe I'll meet someone wonderful on my trip. I'm looking forward to it now. Hi, Sandy. Hello. Hello, Taylor. Can I help you? Pick up my child and take care of her. Huh? Unlike you, I'm busy, so please take care of my kid. Wait a minute. I'm not too fond of it when you suddenly say that. I have to ask why I have to take care of your kid. I took over the resort hotel business from my recently hospitalized mother-in-law. Is that so? That's new news to me. Well, I started today. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, on Saturday and Sunday, we'll be very busy with groups of guests. So I've decided to leave my child with you, who has so much free time. I'll be asking you to take care of my kid from now on, so I'm looking forward to working with you. No, wait. My husband and I will be staying at your hotel tomorrow and Sunday. Huh? What? You? Our luxury resort hotel? Yes. I made a reservation about 6 months ago. Why? Because it's our 15th anniversary.
My children are with my in-laws, and we can't take care of your kid. Hey, are you okay? What? Expenses. Our rooms are $500 a night. I know that, of course, because I booked one. You knew that, and you made the reservation? No, you didn't. We are a luxury resort hotel. It's not like a cheap inn where you can easily stay in your financial condition. Do you understand now? Of course I know that. We are better than you think. Anyway, I can't take care of your child. As I said, I'll be staying at your resort hotel. I hope you will find someone. Hello, Taylor. Is this a good time? Hi. Did you change your mind and watch my child? No, about my reservation. I just arrived and tried to check in, but they told me my reservation was canceled. What? And since it was canceled this morning, they would charge me 100%. I didn't cancel. What's going on? I don't know why you are texting me. If it's canceled, then that's what happened, right? Just pay the cancellation fee and leave. We are busy getting ready to welcome the group guests. I can't do anything, even it is for you. But I didn't cancel. I can't leave without an explanation. What happened to my reservation? That's all I'm asking. If they say the reservation has been canceled, that's all that matters. If you persist, I'll call the police for obstruction of business. Then I don't have a choice. Now I'll check with Maria, your mother-in-law. What? My mother-in-law? Who else could it be? I heard she was in the hospital, so I didn't want to text her. But I talked to one of your staff members, and she said Maria is already in recovery. She said she was ready to give us instructions, so I'll call her. What? How did you know her number? And what do you mean you know my staff? Sandy? Taylor? Finally! What is going on? I reported the current situation to Maria. She said you're fired. That's it. What? Well, actually, she said, you did not take over my position. She said she might have to fire you. Why? My husband doesn't have any siblings, and he has his business. I should be taking over my mother-in-law. I was trying to fill the vacancy. Why am I fired? I told Maria about my reservation, and she contacted the front desk. They checked the security camera this morning. Security camera? A security camera caught you canceling the reservation without permission. Huh? They recently installed a high-performance camera that can see your hand and the reservation screen on your computer. Is that camera really that good? It seems so. So, Maria wants you to pack up your stuff and go home. No! My chance to become the owner! I'm sure Maria will tell you later, but she had already hired someone from the other resort hotel. Huh? It looks like the person has arrived here just a few minutes ago. What? She is here? She was supposed to join as a general manager next month. Huh? Am I not a general manager? I heard that all the employees had been notified. What? A staff who doesn't even listen to Maria should not become a general manager. You canceled my reservation without permission. Well, but you're the one who's trying to stay at our luxury resort hotel. I was trying to help you, a poor person, not to waste money. That's enough. What are you talking about? Because what you're wearing is always so shabby. What? Shabby? You're always wearing shabby clothes from some secondhand store. The same goes for the fact that you guys live with your in-laws. You depend on your in-laws because you don't have any money, don't you? That makes you think we don't have money? That story you just told me sounds like a lie. Are you talking about the general manager? That's right. The fact that you say you have her number sounds suspicious enough. We've exchanged contact information for work. Huh? Work? I'm a travel writer. What? The staff member I know is also the person who guided me when I visited here before. Travel writer? You are? I took a break from work after I got married and had a baby. But with the encouragement of my older son and my husband, I decided to return to work. Then, my brother-in-law is the editor-in-chief of a travel magazine. He decided to let me write my first article about this resort hotel. What? A travel magazine? This hotel? Yes, but because of you, the interview schedule was completely ruined. Excuse me? I called my brother-in-law and talked about the situation. The editors are in a panic because they might not be able to publish this article in the upcoming issue. Why don't we pretend that the reservation was never canceled? The rooms are still available and everything will be fine. I don't think that's possible. Why not? The room where my husband and I were supposed to stay is a playground for your kid now. What? A few minutes ago, your staff received a complaint from the guest next door. I heard all the walls are messy with drawings and art pieces need to be fixed. The room was a mess with children running around. No way! We were going to do a feature on the suite as the main subject, but we have to give it up now. I didn't know that was what was going on. And then, your kid was taken to the staff lounge and given a lecture. What? Where's kids grown up? Well, you'd better go now. Sandy, answer it. What should I do? My husband divorced me. Sandy! Oh, hi. A fake owner? Don't say that. I heard you brought your lover into a guest room during the recent disturbance. What? Furthermore, you've been pulling the strings of the business with no permissions. Your kid destroyed the special suite that is the face of the hotel, and the magazine article was postponed. The marketing plan you had with the magazine was also postponed. No wonder he wants a divorce. Can't you do something about it? My husband is asking for compensation. That alone is enough to make my head hurt. I was told to pay for the cost of repairs. I don't even have that kind of money since I got fired. Is that so? That's too bad. Yes, way too bad. Please hang in there. What is that? I'll block your number now. Oh, no, wait! I'm being charged a lot of money. I don't know what I'm going to do by myself. Sandy! It makes no sense for her to contact me and ask me to do something. I found out that her parents have disowned her and her husband has taken custody of her child. She has no relatives to talk to. She is completely alone now. The person she had an affair quickly left before things got worse. She has nothing now. She doesn't even have the money to move out of her shabby apartment. She has a part-time job now, but she is having a hard time getting along with others. She may need to find a new job soon.
Olivia, you're coming out for Christmas, right? Good evening, Grace. I'll be there on the 25th. Can't you come on the 24th? We have a lot to do for Christmas. Just because you are our second son's wife doesn't mean you don't have to help. As long as my eldest son Tim is single, I need you to fulfill the role of the eldest daughter-in-law. Don't be so naive just because you've only been married for 2 months. Sorry, it's a weekday this year and I have to work too. I'll be there on the evening of the 25th, so take care. Well, let's say it can't be helped this time. Oh, and if that's so, does that mean James will come home on the 24th? His company closes early every year, so he can stay until New Year's, right? It would make me so happy if he came home early. Did James talk to you by any chance? Huh? What? It's James. He's received a transfer order. He got caught up in the preparations for the change in his work schedule. Oh, that's very sudden, isn't it? I didn't hear anything about that. It seems that there was a sudden vacancy in an important post at the new location. James was selected for that post. He's busy with the process of turning over the responsibilities. Well, is it an important post? Does that mean he's been promoted? Yes, it does. Does that mean he got a raise in salary? Well, yes. I think the reason why you haven't been told yet is things have been hectic and also that he is under a bit of pressure. With that said, I think it will be difficult for him to go back home. Oh, well, I see. Now Tim and our retirement are more secure than ever. If that's the case, I'll let it go this time only for the late info. Thank you very much. Nevertheless, I'll leave things as they are for you to do, Olivia. Come as soon as possible and do your wife stuff. I won't let you skip out on helping just because your husband can't come. By the way, what am I doing? Put up the Christmas tree and decorate it, and cooking. Make a roast chicken, a feast, and a Christmas cake. No pre-made stuff, it's not healthy. Everything must be homemade. What the... Olivia? You were already gone when I woke up. Where are you taking off to so early in the morning? Get back here right away. Good morning, Grace. What are you being so nonchalant about? You left halfway through what you were asked to do. I finished everything you asked me to do, okay? You didn't finish putting away the tree. I don't think you asked me to do that. What are you talking about? It's only natural that the person who put it up should put it away. Besides, you bought all the food pre-made. I told you no pre-made food. I can't work until the night of the 25th and make all the food by hand. Even you were happy to eat chicken. That's one thing, this is another. Oh yes, when is James coming home? He couldn't make it for Christmas, but he'll be back at the end of the year, right? You should give Tim a Christmas gift this year too. Well, I think $2,000 is about right. When he gets here, he can give it to Tim in cash or just deposit it. Please tell James for me. Also, my husband and I want to go on a trip next month. $1,000 should do it. James can't go home this time. What? Why? As I told you before, he has to take over at his new location. Is that so? Oh, by the way, Olivia, you're quitting your job at the end of this year, right? Yes, I am. That's why I've been so busy with the details that I couldn't take time for Christmas. Then, you'll get your severance pay, right? This year, you should give Tim $2,000 too, and $1,000 for our trip, of course. No, I think I'll need more. Why? Ever since he started going out with you, James has suddenly become reluctant to give us any money. He doesn't care about his parents, who should be respected, and his older brother. Isn't it natural? Well, let's triple the amount I mentioned earlier. Make it $9,000 in total. I'm sorry, but I don't have time for this. You know what, Olivia? You've only been married for 2 months, so maybe you don't really get it. You've become a member of our family. You need to put us first. Anyway, we can't talk about all of this by texting, so come back here right away. I'm wondering. What? I don't want to hear excuses. No, it's not that. Didn't James contact you yet? About what? James, he's overseas. Overseas? What? On a business trip? No, it's not that. The transfer I told you about the other day, it's to a branch office overseas. Huh? The vice president there is coming back for family reasons. James was asked to take over for him. He's been there since mid-December to take over the position. What? I haven't heard anything about it. Oh, I see. I thought James had already told you. I'm sorry. I should have filled you in myself. What is it with you people? So you're telling me that James went overseas by himself? I'll have to hear about this in detail. Get your butt back here. I mean, how many times do I have to tell you this? You don't seem to know what it is to be the wife. If James is going to work alone, this is the time. It's time for you to move in with us. I'll make sure to teach you how to be a good wife. I'm gonna be tough, so be prepared. Excuse me, Grace? Yes? I'm sorry to interrupt your fun. I'm not going there either. Huh? I'm going to where James is too. Huh? You're going to spend New Year's with James? New Year's, I mean, that from next year, I'm going to live abroad with him too. What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything about this. I thought James had already told you. I'm sorry about that, but I can't change my plans. You didn't tell me that you suddenly decided to leave. Yes, his overseas assignment was suddenly decided. Considering the possibility of having children in the future and the environment there, I thought that it would be better for us to go together than for James to be transferred alone. That's what we decided. How long will you be abroad? Well, let's see. It seems that there is a plan for James to eventually become the branch manager. I think it's almost certain that he will be a permanent resident in the future. Wait a minute! What about Tim? Who's going to take care of us in our old age? Huh? Your mother-in-law's old age? Isn't that exactly what Tim is supposed to do as the eldest son? But Tim doesn't work, you know. Wouldn't it be a pity for him to have to start work now when he's already 36 years old? So I was planning to have you and James take care of Tim and us in our old age, right? Oh, excuse me, the train is coming. I'll leave you now. I'll be busy working on moving and such from here on out, so I don't think I'll be able to reply to you anymore. Oh, hey! Wait a minute! Olivia! After that, my in-laws, having lost their golden goose, James, went to his company and asked them to cancel his overseas assignment immediately. Naturally, they were coldly rejected and were turned away. But they still made a commotion, so they were reported to the police, and the police took them home. James, the second son of my parents-in-law,
was what you might call an exploited child. Until he met me, he was at the mercy of his parents and gave them money whenever he was told to. I told him over and over again that that was not right and that he could live freely, and here we are today. In the midst of all this, we took advantage of the offer of an overseas assignment and cut ties with my in-laws at the beginning of the new year. Now, we are beginning to get used to living abroad, and we are spending our time stress-free as a couple.
Evelyn, are you alone now?
Yes, I am. I'm home alone. Can I help you?
Then could you please come to my house right away?
Oh, right now?
Yes, of course. Your mother-in-law is asking you to. Now that you're my son's wife, there are things you have to do.
What do I have to do?
That's obvious. Cleaning the house, cleaning the bathroom, preparing dinner, doing the laundry. There are so many things I can think of right now. It's almost afternoon, and if you don't get here soon, I won't even be able to eat lunch. You'd better hurry.
Yes, well, even though the other day you called me over to make soup for lunch, you said it tasted too salty and didn't look good and threw it away just after one taste. You also made a mess when I was vacuuming. There's no end to it, and I think it would be faster if you did it yourself. I don't want to be called over for that.
Well, you've got a big attitude for a wife. Troy is going to have a hard time as a husband. Are you listening? I'm being tough on you to shape you up because you are not up to grade as a wife. If you don't get it and you talk back to me, I can make it even harder.
That's not shaping someone up. That's called bullying your daughter-in-law. I heard that there are mother-in-laws who pretend to be kind at first, but as soon as the girl gets married, they reveal their true nature. You are one of them, aren't you?
What did you say?
In the 2020s, when the 2010s have ended, aren't you ashamed to still be talking like a bad mother-in-law from the 1960s? I guess you've been watching so many old dramas that your mind has stopped in the 60s.
Just hurry up and come over here. Now that you're my daughter-in-law, you'll have to learn our family's way of doing things.
No, we haven't registered yet.
What?
I don't owe you a visit even if you ask me to. I don't want to take care of someone else and be bitched at for it.
Wait a minute. Didn't you guys say you were getting married last Monday?
Yes, that was our original plan, but we've changed our plans. We're going to do it later.
Why didn't you tell me? I'm Troy's mother. How can you not tell me such an important thing? You did this without telling Troy, didn't you?
No, it was Troy's suggestion to see how you would react because of what happened with his brother Jackie.
What?
When Jackie got married, you ragged on his wife, Anna, so much she was losing hair. I heard that Jackie found out and cut you out of his life.
That was just Anna's lack of patience. I disciplined her because she was pathetic as a wife. And yet, that's how they returned the favor. Jackie will eventually come to his senses and see that I, his own mother, was right.
It seems that you have a fundamental misunderstanding. Both Troy and Jackie didn't ask you to discipline their wives.
Even if I wasn't asked to, it's my job as a mother-in-law.
I don't remember assigning Mother a job to me and Evelyn.
Huh?
Is what Troy said.
Hey, Evelyn, you said you are alone now. What's going on?
While Troy was at the store, I got a message from you.
What?
I was alone when we started texting, but he just came back. Troy can't use this app on his cell phone, so I'll type the following on his behalf. I'm going to register our marriage, but I'm going to take Evelyn's last name. I'm cutting off my relationship with you.
What?
I sent a copy of Evelyn's and your messages to Dad as an email attachment.
Wait a minute!
He called me back and sighed, saying she hasn't learned anything since the time with Jackie. He also agreed to let me take Evelyn's last name.
I won't allow it!
Also, Evelyn and I moved to another state, but I'm not telling you where we live.
What?
I'll keep seeing Dad, but I'll never see you again.
What are you saying?
I'm really sorry that it's going to end the same way as with Jackie. That's all. That's what he's saying. So please don't contact me in the future either. If Troy disowns you, you'll be a stranger to me too.
Evelyn, aren't you being too deceptive? Troy is our eldest son. He would never say such a thing, would he?
He said, then ask Dad. He looked like he was about to cry. He was on the phone with his father.
Oh, come on. I'm doing this for your sake.
Throwing away the food I took the trouble to cook? To intentionally throw garbage all over the place and yell at me for not cleaning up? To go around the neighborhood saying, I'm a useless wife who can't do anything? Kicking and yelling at me when you get frustrated?
I didn't do that to you.
That's what you did to Anna. I, Troy, and Troy's father all know what you did. Troy didn't want me to go through it too. He decided to isolate us from you. I can't thank him enough.
Troy, don't be hasty.
This is the last request from Troy and me. Please don't interfere with our happiness. Now if you'll excuse me.
Evelyn, please, answer. I can't get Troy on the phone. I want to talk to Troy, please. My husband just asked me for a divorce. Please, give me another chance.
April, how are you? Long time no see. Who are you? Oh my god, I'm your friend Rose. Huh? Rose? Why? How many years has it been? Why do you have my number? What? I asked you how long it's been since I've seen you. Answer me. Well, it's been since I graduated from junior college. So about 9 years? Oh yeah, well done, LOL. I knew you were smart. Who gave you my number? By the way, I heard you got married. What? Come on, answer my question. I'm asking the questions. I'm married, but... Oh, really? I see. Tell me how you got my number. So, is this guy your husband? Hey, what? Actually, you know, your husband Tommy is my current boyfriend. What? No way. It really is true. What do you mean, boyfriend? Are you having an affair with Tommy? Oh, you're so smart, aren't you? I can't believe that. Why? The proof is, well, last Sunday, I guess. Tommy was out, right? Yes, he was out, but... He went shopping with me and then went to a hotel. While we were shopping, he found a limited edition pair of sneakers from a famous manufacturer. He found 2 pairs in different colors, red for me and blue for him. We bought matching pairs. The next day, he went jogging in his new blue sneakers. When he goes jogging, isn't it either 6 to 7 in the morning or 8 to 9 at night? Yes, but how do you know that? Because we're meeting, of course. What? He says he's going jogging, but we're actually doing things together in my car. That's a lie. I told you it's true. So you're saying that you took my phone number from Tommy's phone? Well, yeah. Oh. Since it's true, this is probably where I should say I'm sorry for taking your husband away. But you wouldn't ask me to say something so stupid, right? Why? What? Are you going to make me say it? Did you forget? I said it before many times, didn't I? You also repeated it over and over, didn't you? Smart April didn't forget what she said then, did she? That's... Come on, say it. I can beat you up again just like back then, right? Go ahead, say it. Now, say it. What's mine is yours, Rose. Yes, that's it. Even if it's been 9 years since we graduated, or decades from now, it'll never change. That means your husband is mine. You understand? Does that mean I should get a divorce? Well, yeah. At first, I thought I'd just sleep with him and be done with it. But then I heard that Tommy is the president of a company. What's more, he lives in such a huge mansion. I don't know how you managed to get such a respectable man. But he's too good for you, so I'll take him. Besides, I want to be married by the time I'm 30. I have less than a year to go, so I need to hurry. So, Tommy is mine. Let me think about it. Huh? You should have said yes, I'll give him to Rose. That's the way it's always been, isn't it? It's not the same as before. Tommy and I are married in the legal sense, and there are procedures necessary for divorce. I can't go along with just losing a cheating boyfriend and being done with him like we did back then. Rose, you've been divorced once, right? You know you have to go through the process, right? Can't you at least understand that? Oh, you knew about my divorce? I don't remember who told me, but yeah, I know. Well, it's true that divorce is a lot of hassle, but if you don't bother me with these procedures, I'll wait for you. I don't think I'll have to bother you during the process. It's between me and Tommy. Oh, I see. Well then, please do it as soon as possible. I'll do it. Hey, April! How long are you going to make me wait? I said I wanted to get married soon, right? I said I wanted to be married by 30, right? Hurry up! Hurry, hurry! You didn't run away, did you? I won't let you run away from me. Rose, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just about to call you. The divorce is final. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to go register the marriage right now. Right now? Tommy is still here. How will you get the marriage certificate? The marriage certificate is already written. All I have to do is submit it. Oh, I see. If you have time to worry about me and Tommy, why don't you worry about yourself instead? Get your stuff together and get out of that house. Yeah, I'm packing my bags. Yeah, good idea. LOL. Now, what do you need to say? What's mine is Rose's. Good. April? Hey, what's this? What's wrong? What's going on? Why is Tommy's stuff being brought to my house? Tommy even said he moved out of that house. What is this? What? Tommy divorced me. Is there a problem with that? Divorce isn't a problem, but why was Tommy kicked out? That mansion is for me and Tommy to live in. All you have to do is get out. You're the intruder, right? You kicked Tommy out of the house and now you want to live there? How dare you? I'm not trying to live there. I told you I'm packing my bags too. Did Tommy not tell you? What? This house is in my father's name. Huh? Your father? This is my father's second house. He just let me live here to take care of the house as well. Wait a minute. I thought you had a single mom. When you were about to graduate from junior year, your mother was sick. I felt sorry for you then, so I gave you a job. What? What do you mean? I mean, didn't you say you don't know who your father is? You said you were estranged from all your relatives except your mother, and that you were all alone in the world. That's what I was told too. 5 years ago, I found out something that surprised me. You mean you found your father? Yes, that's right. I don't know if this really pertains to me, but I guess facts are stranger than fiction. What is it? What's going on? Don't be coy, just tell me. My father was the president of a company. What? When he was young, for some reason he couldn't marry my mother and they separated. And he married another woman without knowing that I was his daughter. But 5 years ago, he found out that my mother had already passed away and that I existed, so he came to see me. Now I work for my father's company to make a living. What? What is that? That kind of happy story? I can't believe that would happen to you of all people. Really? I still think I'm dreaming sometimes. Are you serious? Yes, it's true. Wow. Hey, April. So there's something in it for me too, right? Something you can benefit from? What are you talking about? The mansion there. You say it's in your dad's name, but if you beg him, he'll give it to you. Oh, that's 100% not going to happen. Why not? What's yours is mine. So why don't you just take what's yours and give it to me? We're selling the house. What? Sold? I told you, I don't live here. Tommy brought another woman here while I was gone. My father decided to sell the house because he didn't want a house with such a bad memory. What? I've never been in that house. I think there's some kind of a mistake. Oh, I'm not talking about you, Rose. I'm talking about Tommy's true love. Huh? You're lying. What are you talking about? It's a lie. That's not true. I mean, it's such a fake story. Oh, that part's not so bad either. Tommy's company is being absorbed by my father's company. What do you mean? Tommy's company was on the verge of collapse when I got married. My father became the largest shareholder of Tommy's company and supported it, somehow keeping it afloat until now. And then this affair happened, didn't it? My father was so angry with Tommy that he decided to cut off all support. Tommy's company could no longer stand on its own. And since Tommy's company couldn't stand on its own, it would be difficult for the other employees if it went bankrupt. So, the company was absorbed into my father's company. Well then. Tommy is stepping down. He was starting over as an employee, but he still didn't feel comfortable there. So he resigned yesterday, and the severance pay was used to pay my alimony. Tommy is now poor and unemployed? Also, his parents have cut him off, so he's lost his house to go back to. That's not good. I've already registered the marriage. Don't make me accept such a bad partner. I'm divorced. It's none of my business. I don't need an unemployed homeless person. Give me your mansion. What's yours is mine, right? Yeah, that's right. Oh, really? I hear the buyout price is in the hundreds of millions. Can you afford it? Hey, that's for free. What's yours is mine. There's no way I'm paying money to you. Come on, say it again. Come on, say it. What's mine is Rose's, right? Say it quickly. Like I said before, it's in my father's name, so it's not mine. I can't give it to you for free because it's not mine. I gave Tommy to you, so isn't it fine? I'm not happy to get that unemployed loser. I mean, he's a burden. Just shut up and give me the mansion. You want to be ripped to shreds? You'd better stop doing that. Don't talk back. There are plenty of men out there who would tear you to shreds if I would just talk to them. I didn't tell you, but I have a bodyguard with me at all times now. Bodyguard? What? Why you? My half-brother was almost kidnapped once before. I've heard it's been this way ever since. If you do anything to me, I'm sure there will be payback for you and your friends. Stop it! Don't say threatening things! If that's what you think, then please don't get involved with me anymore. Frankly, I don't like the idea of having my father's power behind me. But he has more anger towards you than I do. Even I, his own daughter, was shaken up by it. Right now, I just have a bodyguard. But if anything more happens to me, I'm afraid someone will pay you a visit. Wait! I don't want anything to do with you from now on. Just get out of this town with Tommy. Wait! I work for a company too, you know. You're asking me to resign now? It's not like you don't know how hard it is to find a job in this day and age. If you leave by the end of this month, I'll reduce your payments somewhat. Payment? I have to pay something. You were having an affair, so it's only natural. Just to let you know, Tommy's true love paid the money we demanded in one go and left this town yesterday. Oh no, you're kidding, right? This is the maximum concession I can make. My lawyer is on his way over there right now. Lawyer? I've been thinking a lot about this, so I'll make sure to settle things with Rose. I'll see you in court next time. I found out later. The marriage certificate that Rose submitted was something she prepared jokingly when she and Tommy had a drink together, and it was not something that was properly agreed upon. However, Rose was the only thing that remained for Tommy, who had lost so many things. When Rose asked for a divorce, Tommy went into a half-crazy state and has been unemployed ever since. Since then, Rose has been forced to live a very constrained life with Tommy, who is unemployed at the new place they moved to. So, this time, I had the help of my father to solve the problem. But I realized that I myself could not continue as I am now, and that I had to change. I would like to take this experience as a positive one and think hard about how I can live a stronger and prouder life.
Hi, Michelle. Did you suddenly take a day off today? I have a lot of work I need you to do. You've become so sloppy since you took maternity leave, haven't you? Being a 41-year-old, her first baby is an excellent excuse to skip work. I can imagine how hard it is, but it's your responsibility. I know you love your child. You finally got pregnant after 15 years of marriage. But you can't skip work, even when you are a contractor. Good morning, Steve. I'm sorry for taking a day off today. If you're sorry, just show up for work. I told Nancy this morning about the reason for my absence. My daughter has a fever. I couldn't leave her at the daycare center, considering the impact on other children. I'm about to take her to the clinic, so I've decided to take the day off today. It's probably just a cold. Your kid will be fine. Just leave her at home. She'll go to sleep. Oh no, she's only 1 year old. Besides, there are many reasons for a fever. What if it's a serious medical condition? Don't change the subject. You know this is a busy season, right? Do you realize how much your selfish absence will cost everyone? I'm genuinely sorry that I'm putting this burden on all of you. But it's not selfish for a mother to take time off work for her child. I can't leave my child and go to work. What? It's common sense. I will take the whole day off today. Huh? If you're going to take a day off, you're fired right now. I'm sure you don't have that kind of authority. Even if I don't, I just need to tell my superiors that you should be fired. Besides, anyone can do the work of a contractor. There are many replacements for you. I see. Then I'm okay with that. Huh? Leaving your sick child unattended is not something a parent would do. I see. You'd rather take your kid than your job. Starting tomorrow, you'll have no income. That's the punishment for the old lady disobeying me. Michelle, is your child okay? Yeah, she's fine, thank you. They gave her some medicine at the clinic, and she's sleeping peacefully now. Please take good care of yourself. Thank you. By the way, I just heard from Steve that you were fired. I thought you were absent today because your daughter is sick. Why in the world? I'm sorry for making you worry. I was told that I would be fired if I put my child first. So I said I was fine with that. Oh no! Steve is wrong. Some jobs can't be done without you. And he wants me to take over everything. Oh, in that case, I prepared a manual just in case. A manual? Thank you very much. I started making it with the permission of the former sales manager. Steve thought it was useless and told me to stop making it. I don't understand why he doesn't let you make the manual. So, I secretly completed it as Manual 5, like a continuation of another manual that was already there. It's in my folder in the cloud, so can you move it to your folder? I would appreciate it if you could use it privately. Thank you! I'll take a look now. Oh, here it is. Even if there is a manual, there are some technical difficulties. Oh, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Thank you for taking this over. Well, about that, it's ridiculous that you are fired just like this. I'm going to talk to Steve directly in the afternoon. Nancy, calm down a bit. If you do that, it'll interfere with your work. You shouldn't do anything that could be taken as problematic right now. But I can handle it. I didn't disobey when I was told I was fired because I had my own ideas. What kind of ideas? I'm sorry, but I'd appreciate it if you could bear with me. Michelle, come to work now. There's a lot of trouble in the office right now. Good morning, Steve. Don't bother saying hello. Just get here. I don't work for you anymore. You haven't signed the paper. Yes, I did. I've had my resignation accepted by the head office. Huh? Head office? I'm your direct supervisor. Why didn't you go through me? Because they think you have a problem. Huh? The sales department will be merged with a nearby branch. Eh? You were demoted. How did you know? I was the victim of your unreasonable treatment. The head of HR apologized to me. Victim? You're exaggerating. Our company supports employees who are raising children. I took a day off because my child was sick, and you demanded I come to work. When I still requested to be absent from work, you told me I should leave my 1-year-old child at home. When I still refused to comply, you fired me, even though you had no authority to do so. I don't see why my department will be merged with a nearby branch. Because you fired me. Eh? If I do say so myself, I have been working as a contractor for a long time. Then I became pregnant and gave birth. After consulting with the former sales manager, we created a manual. But then the former sales manager retired due to illness. You decided the manual was a useless product and had us stop making it. And here we are today. But I had completed it secretly. What? You had completed it? But that doesn't mean someone with less experience can work as fast as I can. There is some work that no one else could do, and you fired me. What? With your wrong instructions, no one would take over my work. It's obvious that the sales office will not perform well in the future. Senior management noticed this situation and moved quickly. They decided to merge the offices to take over my work. All you have to do is just come back to work. No, I can't do that. Why not? Although it turned out this way, I was actually thinking of resigning. Huh? My husband is moving to a more prosperous position at the company he works for. His new office is farther away, so it will be difficult for me to work here. I was about to discuss this with you, but you fired me. What the heck? I don't think you can do anything about this. I can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening. What about the manual? What? If we have that, we wouldn't have to merge. It should have already been submitted to the other office. Huh? I left the manual with Nancy, and she said she would share it with them. I'm glad to hear they were so pleased. No way! We're in a complete mess. May I go now? I've worked my way up to sales manager. May I? I thought I was on the fast track to success. Take care. Thank you for your help. Damn. Hello, Michelle. It's been a long time. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Oh, we're all fine. How is your new office? It's fun. I'm getting used to the job I took over from you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, yes. Did you hear about Steve? He's been fired. What? Fired? His favorite young female employee told him she was getting married. Yes? And he destroyed some expensive office equipment. He was charged $20,000 to compensate for the damage. He's almost my age. I recently found out Steve is divorced, and it made sense. I don't know what to say. I can only imagine. Oh, I'm sorry. My boyfriend's here, so I should get going. Oh, you have a date? Yeah, we're going to a movie. Have fun. Thanks. Well then, excuse me. I was wondering how someone like that could become a sales manager. Apparently, he worked his way up in the company by taking credit for his co-workers' work. This came to light at the time of the office merge. Steve was in a pretty bad situation. Then there was an incident of a rampage, and he was dismissed. He was let go immediately and only came back to pick up his belongings. He went home alone without a farewell party. He is now living alone near the branch office. He is working several part-time jobs to make a living. He has been paying $20,000 for the damage he made.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.